So today we're going to talk about the importance of sound in video, not just music, but sound effects. But first, the intro. Okay, so this topic has been done numerous times before, but for good reason, because it's super important. Some people think that creating videos is just about getting some clips and putting some music with it, and away you go. But that's where some creators are falling short. They have a video with possibly the wrong music, maybe even the right music, but then just not editing to the beat, and then just not editing sound effects. All these steps will bring a video to a whole new level if they're done correctly. Sound is super important. If you think about it, we never really have a moment in our lives where we don't go without some sort of background or ambient noise. For instance, the low tumble of a wash machine, the distant ring of a siren in a city, the low hum or drone of city traffic, which is what I'm used to because I live in a city, or even the crisp, fresh sound of leaves being gently blown in the wind. So there's always something. We've just become so accustomed to a cacophony of sounds that unless we actually stop to listen, we take no notice. But if you strip those sounds away, life becomes very flat and one-dimensional. The same goes for creating videos. Adding sound effects gives a video a lot more depth. Admittedly, it's only been the last 6 months that I've really concentrated on my sound design, but I cannot tell you how much it has brought my videos to the next level. To emphasize the points I made, I'm going to show you some examples of videos with sound effects and without sound effects, and with videos that are edited to the beat and not edited to the beat, and you'll see such a difference. Okay, so we've just jumped into Premiere Pro, which is the main editing software that I use. Now, it's usually between Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro that people use, but I'm a Premiere Pro person. So what we have here is, if you can see, there's a slightly thicker line that's in the middle. So that kind of differentiates the visuals from the sound. Anything above that line is to do with the visuals, if you want to adjust or color grade or add some maybe letter boxes, maybe a little bit of grain to the video, just little elements that help make certain sequences look cinematic. And then anything below that thicker line is all to do with sound. So I've just color coded these just to easily differentiate them from one another. So when I go into edit a video, I break the sound down into 3 different segments. So you'll have the music, which is this pink color coded section here, and then there's the transitional sound effects, and then there's ambient sound effects. At the end, I'm going to show you the whole sequence with everything together to show how it really just bumps up your video a lot. Okay, so to start off, I'm just going to mute the transitional sound effects and the ambient sound effects. And I'm just going to play a couple of seconds through, or a few seconds through the sequence with just the music, just to give you, or just to show you what the sequence is like with just the music and how much of a difference adding the sound effects makes. So here we go. Okay, so that's just the first few seconds of it, and yeah, it looks pretty good. It's edited to the beat, so that's nice. That always makes a huge difference. But I'm gonna play it through now by muting the sound and just having the transitional sound effects play, and then I'm gonna do the same again and just have the sound effects play, and then I'll start turning on each one at the end. So next up is the clip, or this little sequence with the transitional sound effects, and I have the music and the ambient sound effects turned off. So that's the sequence with the transitional sound effects. Now in this little area, as you can see, there's kind of no transitional sound here. I didn't add transitional sound because there's actually kind of a natural transitional sound in the song itself. So there's kind of a nice transitional sound there already. So I didn't think it needed an extra element to really sell that kind of transition. So that was the transitional sound effects. I know they sound like really kind of loud and abrupt, but when you add in the music and everything else, they kind of blend in nicely. Now I might adjust the volume a little here or there just to what I think sounds good. It's better when you're doing sound effects or ambient sound effects to not have them too loud. They're meant to be subtle. So now I'm going to mute the transitional sound effects and I'm going to unmute the ambient sound effects. Those are the three elements: transitional sounds, the music, and the ambient noises. Now we're going to start putting them all together in this part of the sequence, and then I'm going to show you the whole sequence with the sound effects. Next, because we listened to the ambient noise, I'm going to turn on the transitional noise. Okay, so that's with the transitional sound effects and the ambient sound effects together. The next is to turn on the music. That's kind of my process when it comes to sound effects. As I said, I break it down into three. I usually go with music first, transitional sound effects then, and then ambient noise or sound effects after. Obviously you can do it in whatever order you want, that's just the way that I do it, but trust me when I say that it adds so much more to your video. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I use a website called epidemicsound.com. It's amazing for music and sound effects. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm just going to add this sequence to the video now.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Having the right music and sound effects can really bring your videos to the next level. So next time you're going through the editing process, look at what's in the scene and add sound effects. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact sound effect that matches what's in the screen. Be creative. It adds depth. So I'm going to finish it there. I hope this video has been helpful and maybe a little bit educational to people that maybe don't understand editing as much and would like to see what goes into making videos. This is just a little kind of behind the scenes. And then for people that are creators and are creating videos, get something from this. So I'm going to leave it there. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like the video. Comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm really close to 100 subscribers, which I know doesn't seem like a lot for most people, but I would be super happy if I reached the 100 subscribers in the next month maybe. As I said in my previous video, I'm going to try to do one video a week for the next few weeks and see how we go. I have a few ideas. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll see you next week in the next video. Bye. Peace. Also, I'm being super extra with this YouTube video. Like, I have a light, I have a reflector, my camera, my laptop, I have this flamingo light, I have another light pointing up to that. Tried to make a nice scene. Got what I got. Hopefully in the future I'll have a nice little studio.